A cool, crisp evening at Nosey Road. Castleford out onto the pitch, led by captain Mike Ford. Both of these sides, Castleford and the Saints, 80 minutes from the final at Old Trafford, and who would have thought that Castleford had been here, eh? 10th position, struggling for Super League survival. They picked up at the back end of the season. They'll be pumped up tonight after two giant-killing matches in the earlier round. They beat Halifax at Drumhall, they beat Bradford at Oddsall. Bradford had one man sent off. And they better hope tonight that Saints don't have one man sent off, because Saints are rampant. They'll be devastating with 12 men. I'm hoping they're going to be the same with 13. Welcome to all and sundry. You're with Micron Video. My name's Ron Hoof. Usually I have Mick Morgan with me. Obviously when we have the local derbies, Saints and Cass. But Mick's opted out tonight. He's gone with the colour and tie mob upstairs, having a few G&Ts. And he better make sure that he gets plenty down his neck, because he might need it after we get to about 9 o'clock, when hopefully Saints have smacked Castleford's bottom. But I'm sure the 17 men there in your picture, and Stuart Raper, the coach, will have a lot to say about that. Only a bit of friendly rivalry between me and Mick, but it all adds to the spice, doesn't it? The Saints side just coming onto the pitch now. They'll be boosted obviously after that win against Salford last week here at Nosey Road, and obviously the advantage there of a home tie with both first and second place teams in the Super League, Bradford and London, going down last weekend. Saints side for this evening: Danny Arnold at fullback, Anthony Stewart, Alan Hunt, Paul Newell, Anthony Sullivan the three-quarters, Carl Hammond and Sean Long. Sean Long playing out of his skin at scrum half in the absence of the suspended Bobby Golding. Andy Leatham, Kieran Cunningham, Julian O'Neill in the front row, Derek McVie, Apollo Pedalini, Chris Joint the back three, Joint the captain of course, and on the bench Ian Pickervan, Simon Booth, Chris Morley and Paul Anderson. The Castleford side: Jason Flowers at fullback, the three-quarter line: Richard Gay, Adrian Vowles, Jason Critchley and Chris Smith. The half-back pairing: Brad Davis, he's very influential, isn't he? And the veteran Mike Ford, if I can call him that, he's been around a bit. Richard McKell, Richard Russell and Nathan Sykes the front row. Andrew Schick, Jason Liddon and Brendan Tutor, the baby-faced assassin, at loose forward. On the bench: Danny Orr, Graham Steadman, Ian Tonks and Lee Harland. Your referee, Robert Connolly, from just over the border in Wigan. And we're nearly ready to get underway. The game obviously being televised live on Sky, but you're with Micron bringing you the action, the full action for the next 80 minutes. Cass kick-off, Derek McVie, the big Aussie, looking to release, he does to Sean Long. Saints are moving it quickly. Out to Tony Stewart on the far side. Long backing up again, but solid tackling by the Tigers. They move up quickly, as they're going to do. They're going to close the Saints down at every available opportunity. Jason Liddon, one of the tacklers in there, along with Richard McKell, but that solid tackling there. Tutor and McKell again. Saints moving it over to the left. McVie! Newlove just taken on suspicion. Saints move it over to the right, moving it from left to right, trying to break a hole in this Castleford defence. The kick downfield, it's going to roll into touch. That's a great touch-finding kick, a great distance kick. After Cass were putting pressure on the Saints, the ball was kicked deep. It'll be brought back to the 10-metre line, 10 metres away from the Castleford try line, 20 metres in from the main stand side, and it's head and feed to the Castleford Tigers. Saints finishing third in the league. They played Salford, as I said, last Friday. They beat them 26 points to 12. And realistically, you would have expected us to be at London this weekend. But, as I said, Castleford and Sheffield did the business. Sheffield stuffed London out of sight, and Castleford hammered the Bradford Bulls. But it's the Tigers in possession. Richard McKell doing the spade work. Acting half-back, Richard Russell moves it out. Julian O'Neill, Andy Leatham in with a tackle. On the blind side, Tutor bringing it on the short side. Newlove wrestles him to the ground. Teammates at Featherstone, those two. Sykes, big drive, Cunningham in there. Now it's Russell. Saints come and close him down. This must be the last tackle. Casa running it on the power play. The ball still released. Turned it inside. Mike Ford looking to go in at the corner. Oh, that's going to be a great try. That's a try, that. There's no danger. Super stuff there. Brad Davies, I think, is the man that scored it. My word, that's a great passage of play by the Tigers. And what a start for them. 2.5 minutes gone. And Cass in for the try. Super work there. They kept it going. I think it was on the 6th tackle. And I think it was Davies that finished off. But it was good work into passing. The Saints were hanging back. They expected the kick. It wasn't forthcoming. And I think that's the try scorer there, Davis, in the top corner. Difficult for us to pick out. Yes, it was Brad Davis. I thought it was. Your PA man, Stewart, just reiterating that it was Davis that went in for the touchdown. And a great start from the Tigers, isn't it? Super try. They kept the ball going. They let the ball do the work. The interpassing. Great handling. Lovely stuff. Out to the top drawer. And Davis in for the try. He's looking to convert his own try. Difficult job from the main stand side, as you can see, about 5 or 6 metres in. But he's got a good boot on him, and he's a great player, isn't he? Finished off well there, backing the man up with the ball. Strikes it. And the touch judges raise the flag. Great start for the Tigers. 6 points to 0. 4 minutes gone. So, Cass in the lead, 6 points to 0. Saints up against it. McVie again. Obviously, Saints keeping the ball moving it left and right, but it was Cass that came up with the goods. Perolini, big hit on him. But he drives through it. And the Tigers are moving up as O'Neill powers up. Neely catches the Tigers off hand. Great drive by O'Neill. Cunningham scampers away. Cass penalised for offside. Cunningham has that knack of just doing that. More going up at the acting half-back and catching Cass. Well, obviously it's all with the help of the referee. Whether he decides to penalise the offending side, it doesn't always happen. But Perolini, the Terminator, drives up. The baby-faced assassin, 2 to goes in, one of the 3 tacklers on him. And now the Saints move it out. Andy Leatham taken down by Jason Liddon. Hammond at dummy half. They bring it blindside to the Saints. McVie looking for support. Turns in the tackle, plays it to Anthony Sullivan. The Saints keep it going. Long juggles with it. Apollo Perolini with the sidestep. Great tackling there by the Tigers. Look at them, 2, 3 and 4 men in. Hammond turns the ball inside. Alan Hunt, no way through for him. Well brought down on the far side, Richard McKell. Saints put it to the air. The ball comes back. Cass have the possession. Newlove with the tackle. Critchley is it that comes up with it? I just can't see, no. Richard Gay operating on the right wing this afternoon. Saints penalised this time for offside. As long as he's consistent, we can't grumble. We probably will do, but we can't do. Yeah, shocked to plenty last week. Cass beating Bradford 25-12. Sheffield Hammer in London 58-16. So obviously we're here at Nosey Road for tonight's semi-final. The winners go through to Old Trafford next Sunday. Wigan and Sheffield play on Sunday. And I tell you, there could be a shock there. There could be a shock here tonight. We'll let you know around about 9 o'clock. Cass have the possession. They're in the lead, 6 points to 0. It's 6.5 minutes gone. Good driving there. Liddon involved again, bringing it down the right flank. Good handling. Great work there. Flowers linking up from the full-back position. Russell at dummy half. And once again, Twisting and turning. Adrian Vowles. Russell, blindside, I'll move it on the right. Tutor kicks it through. Is there too much beef on it? Well, there wasn't. It was well positioned, well floated, that kick. And Arnold had to make sure he shuffled it over the dead ball line. It's more or less all Cass. There's no danger. 7 minutes gone. It's been all Cass. They've got their act together. They know what they've got to do. They're looking to get in the final. It's 2 or 3 years since they got in the final when they played Wigan, a close game. Was it 24-20 in the final? But from 10th position in the Super League, stirring relegation in the face, and they're here tonight. Saints in 3rd position. Cass 6 points to 0 in the lead. Hammond bringing McKell down. Sykes charging, driving it forward. The Saints defence going to be tested. They've got to make sure they don't move in an offside position, because Connolly, I'll penalise them. The man just slipping down there. There was oohs and ahs as Hunt came in for the tackle. Inside ball, Richard Russell turns it back. The Cass, it's Chris Smith, he's driving through. Not the biggest of lads, but he's a good forager. And once again the ball, well, not the best of kicks, crossfield. In fact, it's come back. Been knocked forward off Anthony Sullivan. What will the referee rule? He's ruled the turnover. He's reckoned that the ball played Sullivan. He didn't play the ball. Good drive there from Julian O'Neill. Anthony Sullivan from dummy half. 2 flying wingmen, Anthony Stewart and Anthony Sullivan. And if they can get a bit of space, they'll show what they can do. And I'm sure Chris Smith will. We know his potential. No doubt in Richard Gay's capabilities, but I don't know whether he'd class him as a wingman. Most of his rugby being played at loose forward. But Derek McVie up to the halfway line, and there's a little bit of hanky-panky going on there. And referee Connolly bringing somebody out. Well, he's having a word. Well, he's penalised Cass for offside. I thought there was a little bit of hanky-panky on in the tackle. 30 metres from the Cass line. Saints trailing 6 points to 0. They've got to get points on the board. Still early days. The longer you leave it, the harder it is. Chris Joint, the captain. Sean Long, influential last week. Lovely drop-off ball to Newlove. Newlove again drives through, looking for support. Julian O'Neill loses the possession. It's all on, it's touched a Cass player. Newlove's driving forward. Sullivan there taken on suspicion, but Castleford are going to be tested to the full now. Can the Saints expose a gap? Hammond. The ball to Hunt. Hunt back to Hammond. Stewart moving over now. It's Anthony Stewart. Can the youngster thread his way through? Sykes brings him to earth. Now it's Hunt. Good running from Julian O'Neill. Cass forced to keep on side. Saints bring it to the right now. Turn it back to the left. Chris Joint loses the possession. Alan Hunt can't complete the tackle. And Cass have the ball back. Jason Gritchley bringing it to the right, and Newlove there, very lucky, he threw one in. The touch judge has seen it. Yes, he just said welcome to Nosey Road, Jason. Local lad, Jason Gritchley, started off at the Blackbrook club, played for Widnes, played a bit for Salford, been at Keighley, now earning his corn at Castleford. He's certainly an exciting centre. But he caught one for his corner there, and it's unusual Paul Newlove being aggressive. But the Tigers, Jason Flowers, driving it up. Perolini there comes in. An extra 17 stone of Western Samoan beef piled into it. Well, the referee went in, the ball was lost. Somebody said something out of turn. Obviously it wasn't in Wiganese. And referee Connolly marches the Saints 10 metres further back. Approaching 12 minutes gone. Cass in the lead. 6 points to 0 in this Premiership semi-final. Brought to you courtesy of Micron Video. Richard McKell driven back. Great crunching tackle. Perolini originally. Leatham in at the second man. Great stuff. It's certainly warmed the cockles of your heart. There's no danger about that. Bitterly cold out there on the terraces. But what a game here, my word. And Casa bringing it to the Saints, aren't they? O'Neill tidies up now. Russell at dummy half. The ball spread over to the right. Tutor. Reverse pass. Oh, it's a try all the way. It is. Great work there. Adrian Vowles for the touchdown. Saints defence is penetrated yet again. Good handling there. No danger. Vowles in for the try. The ball brought over to the right. That man there in your picture, Brendan Tutor, instrumental there. Drove it over, bringing it over to the right. A lovely back flip to Adrian Vowles, and the Saints defence couldn't cope with it. And Saints go behind 10 points to 0, and Davis, he'll backheel this one over. 12-0 after 12 minutes. I didn't know whether Castleford could stand the pace. Obviously 3 games in this Premiership and beating 2 decent sides, well, 1.5 decent sides, called Bradford and Castleford. Bradford and Halifax, I should say, that Castleford have beaten. And they're going well tonight, aren't they? Davis looking for the extras. 10-0, and this is going to make it 12, and the Saints are up against the Kosh. Oh, well, it's... Oh, dearie me. He missed it. It went to the right, shaved the right hand upright. I'd marked it on the scoreboard. It showed you, didn't it? Could that be costly? You shouldn't miss them. I reckon I could kick that. Your cameraman Phil, huffs and puffs. Obviously he thinks I couldn't. Anyway, Morgie, he'll be chuffed, won't he? He'll be down in the old G&T's, giving it some stick. He should get here with the peasants. Then get it roughing it. A big boost for the league, for the Premiership this season. Obviously, our coach, Sean McRae, he doesn't believe that the top side should go out, like Bradford, London, that went out at the first goal. He reckons it should be something on the Australian style, as Castleford are penalised for an alleged high tackle. Didn't look a lot in it. But Saints gain further yardage, 40 metres from the cast line, trailing by 10. Need to get points on the board. Andy Leatham striving and driving towards the line. Saints now, have they got the answer? Castleford are bubbling, the Tigers. Hammond, drop-off ball to Penalini, support from Cunningham, support inside from Long, Saints are moving it about now, joint out to O'Neill. The big man, 10 metres short, he plays it quickly. Well, that's a penalty to the Saints. The man there scrambling back, and we've seen blokes that's done that being sent to the sin bin before this. But was it Tutor? I just couldn't see who was coming back. Mike Ford, our cameraman, says he was obviously scampering back, trying to get back in the defensive line, and he was penalised for offside. Just got caught up there. O'Neill wanted a quick play of the ball. It wasn't forthcoming. I wouldn't have said it was malicious, but it all depends what head the referee's got on, doesn't it? Sean Long with a chance now. 30 goals this season, and that's in a good position. Saints need points on the board. These could be crucial. The Castleford Speckies gathered in the Eddington end. There they are, trying to put Sean Long off, but unsuccessful. 16 minutes gone. Saints get their first points on the board. 2 points from Sean Long's boot with the penalty goal. Saints 2, Castleford 10. Saints beating Salford last week, 26-12. And it's the third meeting. Is it the third? It's the fourth meeting, I should say, between these two sides in the Premiership. And each time the Saints have gone on to the final. They're going to have to do it the hard way tonight as Richard Gay moves through. O'Neill brings him to earth. Saints can't afford to let Castleford run, but unfortunately they are doing. They're giving them the freedom of the field. I'm sure there'll be messages come down. The tackling will have to tighten up. 2 to there, breaking away from Newlove. The tackling's got to be firm, hard and firm. Russell, there you are, good yardage made. Great work by the Tigers. Mike Ford puts it crossfield. Well, that shouldn't have gone there, should it? Was it Sykes that had it? No, Andrew Schick, I beg your pardon. It was Schick that had to put the ball up. Saints have the possession. I don't know what was going on there. Looks as though Cass had come up with it. Looks as though Critchley had it. I don't know, but there we go. Saints do have the possession. They're moving it quickly. Danny Arnold, well, quickness was the main aim. He linked up, did Danny Arnold. He wanted to flick it out to Anthony Sullivan. It just went at the back of him. The ball into touch, scrum down, let him feed to the Tigers. 18 minutes gone, and the Tigers in the lead by 10 points to 2. Tutor from the base of the scrum. Newlove moves in. Well, Newlove and Tutor there, is there a little bit of friendly rivalry? Schick knocks it forward. Sullivan gathers it. So waste of possession. Saints played quickly. Sean Long in and out. McKell and Russell. On Long, he takes the tackle. O'Neill having a solid game this evening, driving the ball up as Cunningham shows it to the right, then moves it to the left. Well, that's great tackling by the Tigers. You can't take anything away from them, can you? Offside once again. Saints have the possession. "40 metres out, Andy Leatham ducks under the tackle. Hunt was with him. Leatham couldn't release it. Now Cunningham builds up. The Saints have got to try and penetrate this. Well, that looked a hit forward to Joint. But the Saints get away with it. Tutor and Liddon in at the tackle. Saints bring it blind. Newlove, the man brought down 12 metres short. McVie attacked in half. McVie goes on his own. He's brought down 8 metres. Last one of the sequence. Cass move up. Sean Long puts it up high. Stewart's chasing it. The bomb's diffused by Chris Smith. Castle restart. Attack from the centre of the 20. Not going Saints' way. Chris Joint just organising his troops there. Cass move it down. Sykes taken by Joint. Russell at dummy half. The Tigers are certainly rumbling. Tutor, the man there, taken down by Cunningham and Chris Joint. Didn't play it correctly, but Saints are going to be penalised for pushing down at the play of the ball. So just not going that way. Obviously a lot of argy-bargy at the play of the ball. Tutor didn't play it correctly, but the referee ruled that Joint and Cunningham were pushing. The Tigers plodding it down. Russell again, very in the play. Ford. Flowers was linking up. Gay turns it inside to McKell. Once again, the Tigers want a quick play of the ball. The Saints are going to be tested. The Tigers post another try and a goal. Well, Saints are going to be in deep trouble. That ball coming back. Great tackle by Alan Hunt. Crunching tackle. And the referee, has he ruled a knock-on? Well, is he going to give head and feet to the Saints? Well, he's given head and feet to the Saints. I don't think that's a good decision as far as the Tigers are concerned. Not from my viewpoint. But we'll accept it. There's no danger about that. Anthony Stewart coming infield. Taken down by Brad Davis. Now it's Sean Long. Can he weave his magic? He gets the ball away. Stewart took it on the fingertips. Took it well. Cunningham moves it right. Parolini, the Terminator, drives it downfield. Valuable yardage from the big Western Samoan. Cops one for his corner off Davis. Julian O'Neill plodding away, driving it upfield. Sean Long to Newlove. Newlove again, turning in the tackle, looking to release. And Saints persist on the blind side. Joint kicks it through. Good tackle on Flowers by Carl Hammond. Saints are going to try and hold the Tigers up there in their own 20. It's Chris Smith. Pushes three off. Still going is Smith. Go, they can't get him down. They can now. Cunningham and Leatham finally ground him. 23 minutes gone up with this pulsating Premiership semi-final tie. And the Saints Speckies will have to get behind him and lift him. And no doubt there'll be some stern team talking at half-time. The Saints with just one penalty goal to show for this evening's work so far. 10 points to 2 they trail. 2 tries in the opening 12 minutes from the Tigers. Interception, Anthony Sullivan, he was in there like a shot. Critchley couldn't take it. The Saints again. Lucky there, really, just hanging back after Sullivan's interception. Now they move it. Hammond wrestled to the ground by Schick. Arnold attacked in half. No sweeper for the Saints. They're on the attack. Long to Stewart. I'm afraid the Saints just looking a little devoid of ideas, to be quite honest. Let's hope that'll spark them into attack. Parolini. Cunningham. Blindside from Cunningham. Great drive, 10 metres from the line. What's the turnover? That was the power play. Flowers coming away. Taken down by Cunningham. Russell at dummy half. Leatham puts his hand up. He adjudged himself to be in an offside position. Mike Ford now gets the ball rolling. McKell taken by Parolini. The Saints defence will have to tighten up. 25 minutes gone. Well, somebody there. Is it Parolini that's taken a knock? The Saints defence will have to tighten up. The tackling has left a lot to be desired. If Saints want to progress to Old Trafford next Sunday, oh, well, a week next Sunday, I should say. Be nobody there if we go next Sunday. But the Tigers are moving it. 2-2. Well, that's good handling. Taken by Gay. Gay chips it. Arnold takes it. Is it Arnold? It is. Arnold, he's got a fair turn of pace. He just couldn't get away. Sullivan now. Let's see if the flying Welshman can see a little bit of space. Cunningham onto Hunt. That certainly looked forward. But Saints get away with it. And good drive by the Saints. Great defence from the Tigers. There's no danger about that. No, they're doing a grand job, the Tigers. They lead by 10 points to 2. Saints persist on the blind side. McBee looking to unload. He puts it back. Joint takes it. Saints keep it alive. Julian O'Neill now. The big ex-Auckland Warrior. Cunningham. Sean Long offers the dummy. Shows it. Saints move it. Parolini. The big Western. Yes, is he over? He must. Oh, he's penalised. Is he double movement? He's given. Well, the referee giving a double movement there. We reckon he wasn't tackled. Our cameraman Phil reckons he wasn't tackled. But I suppose if they're saying the ball carrying arm has touched the ground, well, if there's nobody hold of him, he can't be tackled, can he? But we'll have a look at that again. It won't make any difference to the score. The referees ruled that it was a double movement, but great work from Perolini. Saints know they can do it. They've got to hold Castleford up here now. No. The Tigers in possession. Just wondering, you know. Great drive up. Sykes, the man, up to the halfway line. Certainly put together good sets of 6 to the Tigers. A Schick, is he forced into touch? Is it the last one of the sequence? No, it isn't. Tutor. Oh, Tutor a big hit, but he gets the ball away. Russell puts a speculator out to Gay. Sullivan can't close him down. Gay's there again. The Tigers come 90 metres downfield. Critchley, last one is out of the sequence. Davis tries to chip it through, it goes dead. Great work by the Tigers. The Saints will have a tap restart on the 20. But that's good rugby. And the Saints haven't got the answer just at present. Julian O'Neill takes the ball up. Andy Leatham plods again. Saints are trying to bury the play, but they haven't got the answer just at present. Still only 8 points separating the sides. McVie loses the ball, comes back. It's going to be a knock-on. The big Aussie looking to unlock this Castleford defence. He hasn't got the key just at present. Head and feed to the Tigers. Forward from the base of the scrum. Adrian Vowles. Vowles again, slips the ball out to Smith. He can't take it. He did well. Smith kicks it away in disgust and frustration there. But Vowles did the spade work. He bamboozled the Saints defence. He went past 3 of them. Slipped a lovely ball round the man. Well, it looked a lovely ball, let's put it that way. But Chris Smith couldn't take it. Juggled with it. Derek McVie going to be replaced. Is it a blood bin? I don't know, but McVie being substituted, and Ian Pickavant's the man coming on that's reputed to be interesting the Castleford Tigers. I think it's just a straight substitution, and Pickavant's right into the action. I'm sure Picky will spark the pack with his strong, hard running. Perolini, the man that was adjudged to have made a double movement just a couple of minutes earlier. The Tigers move up long, slips it to Newlove. And Cunningham builds up. Well, is it Cunningham? It's chipped through. Hunt's chasing it. Chris Smith is dollying it. And Alan Hunt just pushes him out of the way. You're vying for the ball, you can't be pouncing about, as Smith was trying to shield it. Referee Connolly just going over to defuse the situation. But Hunt wanted to get in there, the ball was kicked through. And Hunt wanted to try and get in and touch down, didn't he? And Smith was in his way. Well, he just got pushed into the gate at the top. Penalty to the Tigers for Alan Hunt's indiscretion. The Tigers will restart just outside their own 10-metre area. 9 minutes of the first half left, and the Tigers well in command at 10 points to 2. And full value for the lead, it must be said. They've come here, they know what they've got to do, they've played well at the end of the season, they've drove in, and they're certainly giving it to the Saints. Now Tonks has come on for the Tigers. We don't know who he's come on for just at present. So with both coaches just spelling the forwards. Mike Ford the veteran, he's been around a bit, hasn't he? Long coming in to close the cast side down. The ball kicked downfield on the 6th tackle. Arnold fields it. Sullivan on his outside. But Arnold takes it up. And that tonks in at the tackle there. And it's Sullivan. Richard McKell brings him down. Ian Pickermans again. Lovely ball there to Hunt. Out to Anthony Stewart. Can the flying wingman squeeze in? Oh, he's forced into touch. That's a great tackle there from Flowers. Superb tackle. Great handling by the Saints. Lovely play. Moving the ball out. Pickermans took the drive up. Slipped it out. Slipped it to Alan Hunt. Hunt with a lovely ball to Stewart. But as of last week, when Stewart paced right up the winger, the same flank, and couldn't get in, and got in last week, he couldn't get in this week. Superb tackle by Jason Flowers. I think it's Nathan Sykes that's been replaced. I'm not quite sure for the cast side. Tutor out to the base of the scrum. Long brings him to the ground. And once again, the Tigers. Mike Ford. The buzzing. There's no danger about that. Flowers linking up from the full-back position. Yes, Sykes there is the man off, and Tonks on, as we just said. And Tonks in possession. Russell at dummy half. 7 minutes to the interval. The Tigers in the lead, 10 points to 2. Right into the bread basket there of Anthony Stewart, but Vowles puts him to earth. Alan Hunt. Hunt and Sullivan named in the Stones Dream Team. Well, this week, as Perellini, the Terminator, moving down that right flank. Carl Hammond. Chris Smith wraps him up. Cunningham a dummy half. Saints need to try and a goal on the board before half-time. There's Long. He's coming cross-field. He's opening the defence. Taken down by Tutor and Critchley. Arnold, a run on his own. 15 metres short. Critchley and Tonks again. Blind side from the Saints. Newlove. Newlove, the man, sidestepping, backing in. Puts the ball back. Cass come up with the possession. He tried to speculate it in Paul Newlove. It didn't come off for him. And Gay takes the ball from the acting half-back position. Sullivan wraps him up. But the Tigers are roaring, as they say. McKell coming away with it. Sullivan getting involved there. Well, he put the ball on the ground before he got up. That should be a penalty to the Saints. It isn't. Somebody's in the sin bin, is there, are they? Somebody's going to be spoken to. Well, Captain Chris Joint. I think Castleford very lucky there. McKell put the ball on the ground before he'd regained his feet. Well, the two pie eaters there, they're just having a general chat. We won't be able to understand, it'll all be in code. But very fortunate there, Castleford, holding down, pushing down, he said. No, that was wrong. Wrong decision there. 5 minutes to the interval. The Tigers in the lead, 10 points to 2. As I said, a fourth meeting between these two sides in the Premiership. 76-77, two-leg basis. Saints aggregate win of 61-25 against Castleford. Went on to beat Warrington in the final, 32-20 at Swinton. 10 years later, first round tie here at Nosey Road. The Saints won by 40 points to 8. Went on to the final, lost to Widnes at Old Trafford, 14 points to 38. Too much emphasis on Martin Afire then, but Flowers comes through, 10 metres short. Tigers, can they get one before half-time? They're certainly trying. Oh, that's a great ball to Gay. It looked forward as the ball came out. What's the referee giving? Has he gone to the big screen? He certainly has. What's he looking for? Is he looking for a forward pass? It certainly looked a hint forward to Richard Gay, but we've seen him given. But the Cass are pleased with it, and I don't see why they shouldn't be pleased with it if he's going to give it. 36 minutes gone, and this will be a nail in the Saints' coffin, won't it? Well, we're all looking. Richard Gay walks away. Saints go centre field. They're looking to restart from the 20. Everybody's looking at the big screen. Here comes the results. No try. 20-metre tap. Yes, we'll agree with that. I don't know what the referee was asking for, but it's no try. So one rude out for Cass. And that, oh dearie me, Saints losing possession on the first tackle. Flowers driving it downfield. And from Saints, should have been on the attack. Now they're forced to defend. They can't afford to let the Tigers have more points before the interval. We're 3 minutes and counting. Russell moves it left. Tonks gets it away to Russell. O'Neill, Leatham comes in with a tackle. Hammond tidies him up. Now it's forward. Well, the ball knocked down. That's a knock-on by Cass. Is that 2 knock-ons? Head and feet to the Saints. No, he's given head and feet to Cass. Saints initially knocking the ball down when Hammond went, I think it was Hammond went to knock Ford's ball down. Hammond's been yapping, and from a scrum down with the Castleford feed, now it's going to be a penalty to Castleford right in front of the sticks, and he's standing no messing. He's had a bit of stick in the last few weeks, well, one of the Connollys anyway. I know every time that the Saints are playing, when he's refereeing, they always get plenty of stick, don't they? We're coming from over the border, and the Homesters are just questioning. No, they're not questioning his parentage. The question is, well, I better not say while we're on tape, but they're questioning. So it's a chance for Davis. Shouldn't miss it. Right in front of the sticks. 38 minutes gone. Davis with the penalty goal. Saints certainly have given some silly penalties away in the opening 40 minutes. A 10-point cushion to the Tigers, 12 points to 2. Oh, some of the pundits in one of the Rugby League publications today, 10 pundits and 5 for Cass, 5 for the Saints. And Castleford well on top at present, 12 points to 2. As I was just saying, 87-88, first round here at Nosey Road, 40 points to 8. Lost to Widnes in the final, too much emphasis on a fire. And then 91-92 season, the semi-final here at Nosey Road, 30 points to 14. Saints went to Old Trafford and lost out to the Pie Eaters. Saints losing possession again, not respecting the football. Right at the death, and Tutor, well, Tutor will get penalised this time, surely. Going down with the elbow on Arnold. Yes, and not before time too, Mr. Connolly. But it's too late in this first half. Saints 2, Tigers 12. Well, it's a good job Mick Morgan's not in here with me, my word. He'll be having an orgasm. I think he'll be having an orgasm up there in the bar. But great take by Flowers, and Flowers strides away just as his ankle's tapped. He gets up, he drives again. 40 minutes gone on the clock, in the hands of the timekeepers. But it's been all Tigers in the first half. Good value for the lead. There's the half-time hooter. Great work there, and Saints will want to get in the dressing room. And Sean McRae, I bet he'll be steaming. But Tutor there, the man that's opened the defence here at Nosey Road for the Tigers. In the second minute, Davies went over for a try after some superb passing. Moved from left to right, drove it in. He kicked the goal from the touchline, and the Tigers were on the boil at 6-0. 10 minutes later, Vowles went in for a try after Tutor had brought it over to the right. A lovely back pass. Vowles went in. Davies missed a goal from in front of the sticks, and the Tigers 10 points up. Sean Long pulled a goal back, a penalty goal back, and then Davies just pulling a penalty goal back there just before the death. Saints discipline leaves a lot to be desired. Half time here in the Premiership semi-final. Saints 2, Castleford Tigers 12. Are we rolling? No. Hey. Are we rolling? Back with you for the second half of this Premiership semi-final. Saints up against the Kosh, trailing by 12 points to 2. They couldn't get off quick enough, Saints. They need to get points on the board pretty damn quick. Sean McRae will have been giving his words of wisdom. But you can't fault the spirited display of the Tigers, and it's Andrew Schick with the first touch. Stuart Raper, well-respected coach, talking to Mick Morgan when we played Castleford up there only a few weeks ago. 16 points to 35 for the Saints got beat, and the Saints there penalised for a high tackle on Ian Tonks. But a great display. Saints came back into it at 16 points apiece, and then the Tigers just run away with it. And he's certainly turned this Castleford side round. Well-respected coach, only a youngster. But it's self-belief for the players as well. The home game, it was classed as a home game, even though Saints played it at Anfield against the Tigers. A 42 points to 16 win. But it's the Tigers that are roaring early on. They move it to 20 metres in. Jason Liddon driving the Russell dummy half. McKell turns it back to Ford. Ford puts a speculator out. Newlove went for the interception. Could have proved costly, but the Tigers had to come in field. Good handling there, Schick, but good tackling by the Saints. Newlove and Joint on the far side. Flowers was up from the full-back position. It's the last one of the sequence. Long coming in to close down. The ball put high, touched the upright. And Cunningham comes up with it well. My word, that could have... they could have got a fluke try. Sullivan, can he squeeze through? Little bit of brilliance needed. Well, a lot of brilliance needed. Hunt. Taken by Ford, and I just can't make out who it was. But Cass were moving up there. Saints penalised again. Alan Hunt, I think, yapping there, yes, saying something out of turn. And from Saints, should have had the possession and been pressing. Now Saints could possibly go 2 converted tries behind at 14 points to 12. Certainly the discipline has left a lot to be desired this evening. It's proved costly in the first half. And Brad Davis teeing the ball up. 3 minutes into the second half. The first chance, 4 points. 30 metres out, just longer than 30 metres out. Approximately 20 metres in from the main stand side here at Nosey Road. Davis puts it wide, but Cass could have had a try. Kicked it through on the last tackle, hit the upright, came back. Cunningham caught it, but indiscipline there. And Sean Long puts the ball deep downfield. Flowers. Little Collie, as Morgie calls him. But a great achievement this evening. Saints are going to be first on the board. Trying a goal for the Tigers. And I think the Saints might as well wrap it up. Good handling. Schick moves it left. Vowles attacked in half. Inside to Tonks. Pedalini and O'Neill. Wrestle him to the ground. Last one of the sequence. Ford puts the speculator up. Well, Sullivan comes up with it. He'll have to keep out of touch. Now it's Newlove. Obviously Stuart Raper, Lee Crooks and all the coaching staff have done their own work. And Graham Steadman, that's on the bench, says it's his last season in Super League. He wants to concentrate on coaching if he can get a place. Perolini drives it down. The Tigers forced to defend. Saints are breaking away. Last one for the Saints. Stewart. Inside ball to Long. Long puts it downfield. Flowers takes it, and Long, the kicker. That's good running by Sean Long. He's the man that put the ball downfield, and Castleford now just losing the way a little bit. Long again, in on Chris Smith. The Saints defence there, they've got to be up to it. They've got to make sure the tackles are executed. No room for movement. Litton. Come on, you Saints, is the cry, and they've got to get behind the side. Can the Saints respond to the spectators? Good ball there, lovely ball to Critchley. He's into space, he's looking for support. He turns it inside. The Saints are forced to defend. It's Mike Ford. He's looking for support, and will bring him to earth. The Tigers are running hard again and fair, and they're running away with it. And Vowles, can he get into the corner? Was that the wrong option? Is it a try? It is. Schick is the man that scored it. Oh, super stuff. Super stuff from the Tigers. 6 minutes of the second half. And Schick in for the try, and the Tigers coming to full length. Great work there. They was held in their own 20, in their own 10 in fact. The Saints look as though they had them riddled with mistakes. They just didn't look as though they'd settled down. Then the ball was moved over to the right flank, and Jason Critchley operating in the right centre. It was put through into a lovely hole. He heard up the main stand side, and then the ball obviously coming back infield, and Schick went over for the tries. It came from over on the right flank, right over here to the left. Saints' defence was tested, they couldn't respond, and the Tigers there with this conversion from Davis, 18 points to 2 up, just to prove that the other 2 wins weren't flukes. And I'm afraid the Saints are up against it. You can't see them coming back from 18 points to 2. It's only 16-2 at present. But Davis with this conversion, well, that's 18-2, isn't it? Good kick from Davis. All one-way traffic. Cancel them tickets for Old Trafford next week. Morgie will be there. Morgie will be singing. Get the G&Ts down your neck, Mick. '93-94 it was, when Wigan and Castleford contested the Premiership at Old Trafford. Wigan 24, Castleford 20. There was in the 83-84 Premiership final. Hull KR 18, Castleford 10. That was at Headingley. Before we started on the double header and treble header there at Old Trafford. Bad kick off there by the Tigers. Saints with a penalty from the centre spot. And Castleford, well, since the Second World War, Castleford, they got beat in the final at Oddsall by Leeds 16-14 in 68-69. But the rampant this evening, they look well on the way for a trip to Old Trafford. Oh, there is Hammond! Hammond, can he restart the Saints? No, he slides over, that's a try. No problem with that. Great work by the Saints. They're responding kind. They scored their first 4-pointer of the evening. And Stuart Raper will be steaming about that, won't he? That the Saints have been let in. But good work by the Saints. Good crisp handling. Lovely sidestep by Hammond. Went round his man. So deceptive. Just grounded slightly short of the line, but the impetus slid him over. And from being 18-2 down, Saints now come to 18-6. Sean Long from in front of the sticks. I'll make it 18-8. So Saints back to trailing by 10. And who knows, if they can get another score, they're back in with it. We had this at Wembley 2 seasons ago, the first time when we beat Bradford. And we went about 14 points behind. I'll tell you, my head was down and I thought, oh, this is it. 4th time on the trot we've been beaten at Wembley. Oh, 4th visit, not 4th time on the trot. And then Bobby Golding came to the fore, put the up and under, and we scored 3 tries on the bounce, and then we was in the lead, wasn't we? It could happen, but Saints have got to make it happen. They know they can open the Castleford defence. The disciplinary record this evening has been atrocious. They didn't start off too well in the second half, but now it's 18-8. The Saints, the defensive qualities are coming through, but they can't afford to let Castleford sneak in. That's great tackling again by Cunningham. Saints have the bit between the teeth. Russell scampering away. There again you see a little gap, and the Tigers are through it. Quick play the ball, Ford puts it downfield. Danny Arnold has to chase it. He has to play the ball. I thought he has to play the ball, but it rumbled into touch. Awkward ball, well executed kick by the Tigers. Mike Ford it was that put that ball downfield, and once again from the Saints holding the Tigers in their own 10-20 metre area. They're back up now 10 metres from the Saints try line. Scrum down with head and feed to the Saints. Long from the base of the scrum. Anthony Sullivan coming crossfield. Davis and Flowers haul him down. Castleford operating without the sweeper, with Flowers linking up. Is it worth Saints putting a long kick downfield? Who knows? Chris Morley just come on. Well, Castleford going to be penalised for a high tackle. Tonks there, the man going to be spoken to. It's Chris Joint that's felt the full force. Derek McVie is back on for the Saints as well. And Tonks going to be spoken to. Alan Hunt's there again, and Hunt doing a bit of yapping before. Tonks has been told to keep his tackles down. Alan Hunt's not pleased, but he better not say anything. Sean Long takes the penalty. Chris Joint up and about. Touch of the old magic sponge and a bit of the smelling salts. Well, the kick will have to be taken again. The referee wasn't ready. .30 metres from the cast line. Derek McVie looking for support. He gets it from Pickervance, and Pickervance charges again. 15 metres out. Quick play the ball by the Saints. They move it over to the right. Hammond again. Lovely ball there. The ball out to Morley. He juggles with it. He takes it well under pressure from Schick. Joint up the centre. Ducks under the defence. Centre field. 18-8 the score. Hammond moves it left, Long inside there. Danny Arnold 5 metres short. Cunningham, Perellini, quick hands, Morley sidestep. It's the last one of this set of 6. Sid, move it blindside again. Now it's Hammond with the dummy. It's got to be released. It is. It's come back, and it's going to be the turnover. Well, he's given knock on. He's given offside, actually. Castleford player knocking it forward onto a player in front of him. And Saints with Perellini. Can he touch down? And it's going to be a scrum. It's going to be a scrum. Head and feet to the Saints. Good tactics by the Saints. Drive it in early. It came to Perellini, the big man, the big Western Samoan. Powered his way over. Great defence from the Tigers. Held him up on his back. But Saints will have head and feet from the scrum. They'll have this set of 6. They've got to respect the football. They've thrown away possession early in the piece, but they can't afford to now. Alan Hunt, 10 metres short. Saints trail 18-8, 14 minutes gone. As Newlove got to keep in field. He's within a whisker there. He's 2 metres short of the line. Arnold, Hunt. The ball's got to be spread. It's no good. It's all bunched over there. Cass forced to get back onside. Saints are persisting on the blind side there. It's joint again. Now will they open up? Long, Hammond, Speculator, good run in there. Perolini, I think the man coming through on that short ball. It was. Arnold, Hammond, last tackle. The ball up to Pickavance. Pickavance keeps it going. It's now with Morley. Morley head down, but he's too far out. That's going to be the turnover. Great defence from the Tigers. Superb defence from Stuart Raper's mob. But once again, the Tigers have been penalised for offside. My word. Somebody must have bunged him at half-time, Phil. Joint! Within a whisker, joint! Well, everything going Saints' way this second half. Long, short ball to Cunningham. Cunningham's lost the possession. Long boots it out to the ground. Saints, urgency there. In their efforts to get the ball out and move it out. It was a great tackle there on Cunningham. The sheer ferocity of the tackle just wrenched the ball from Cunningham's hands. Knock on ruled, head and feed to the Tigers. Ford to feed. 16 minutes gone. 8 to the Saints. 18 to the Castleford Tigers. Critchley puts it out to McKell. Saints move up quickly. Good tackling, good handling, getting the ball free. It's now with Tonks. Tonks releases it. That's great ball handling skills from the Castleford lads. There's no danger about that. Andrew Schick. Morley and Pickavance wrestling to the ground. Chris Smith from the dummy half position. Good backing up there. Well, was it knocked on? Well, certainly the popular side faithful thought it was. Mike Ford played on. He didn't agree. Chris Smith just taking a knock. Scrum down, head and feed to the Saints. And obviously Chris Smith having a few words to say. Well, we're not playing tiddlywinks out, lad. You've got to get in there, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. If you want to give it, you've got to take it. Paul Newlove. 18 minutes gone in this pulsating tie, which has been more or less all Castleford. Well, Cunningham did well there, under pressure from Liddon. But now it's Perolini. Pickavance. Sean Long, Saints moving it left. Hammond misses out one man, gives it to McVie. McVie again, 10 metres short. The Tigers' defence tested. Critchley in there. Hammond on to Newlove. Newlove to Joint. To Long, along the line. Quick hands by the Saints. Morley put it out. Castleford came up with it. I don't know who had the ball before Chris Morley there, but I think if they'd have offered the dummy, I think they'd have just fell over the line. But the ball was moved and it's now with Critchley. Hunt and Morley put him to earth. Richard Gay. Danny Orr on there, attacked in half-back. The ball kicked deep upfield. Sullivan, well, looking for support. He's out there on the limb. Nobody with him. Now Danny Arnold attacked in half, but great tackling from the Tigers. And the Saints very slow to get back. Sean Long slips it to Anthony Stewart. Chris Smith, I should say, in on Anthony Stewart. But once again, the Saints just going through the motions. The Tigers' defence tested yet again. Morley looking for runners there. Carl Hammond offers the dummy, slips it to Chris Joynt. The captain drives it downfield, slides into the 20-metre area. Hammond wants a quick play the ball, slips it blindside. Saints keep it going. It's Sean Long. Sean Long, can he score? Can he squeeze in? The ball released. It was on the sixth tackle, and the Tigers have it. Sean Long tried to keep it going. He was within a whisker. Saints come in about 80 and 90 metres on this occasion. Richard Gay brought to earth in the last quarter. 60 minutes gone, 20 to play. 18-8 the Tigers lead, and the good value for the lead, aren't they? Chris Smith wrestled to the ground by Pickavance. Last one of the sequence. Sullivan can't get past Vowles. Hunt at dummy half. Stewart coming in on the diagonal run, releases it back to Cunningham. Cunningham out of the back door. Saints tidy it up. A la Carl Hammond. Still in their own half. All the Tigers in front of referee Connolly. He's just not bothering this time. Long. Pickavance and Saints certainly look short of ideas. They really do. Long to Morley. Morley driving for the corner. 10 metres short. Stewart turns the ball in. Well, he doesn't. Dummy's the commentator. That's easy, you say, as Morley goes in for the touchdown. Well, he's not happy with it. But that looks a good try all the way for me. He's on about a double movement. Dearie me, he must be joking. He bounced over. Impetus took him over. Good work there by Morley initially. He drove for this bottom right-hand corner. Well, he must have wind. He's smiling. He drove for this bottom right-hand corner. Then he turned the ball back. Tony Stewart played it. I thought he was going to turn it inside. He ran inside. Then he turned the ball back to Chris Morley. And Morley went into the corner again. And it's a try all the way, that. There's no danger. I don't know what the referee was thinking about. 2 tries, 2 goals for the Saints. 12 points. Castleford 18. Sean Long with his conversion attempt to the Morley try. Left-footed kicker. Correct side to float it in, and let's hope the man can float it in. No, to the right of the sticks. Waved away. 1 converted try separates the sides with 17 minutes of play remaining. A place at Old Trafford a week on Sunday is the prize. And we remember last year and Saints, the runners-up in last season's Premiership final against our friendly neighbourhood Pie Eaters again. And I'm afraid it was the semi-final here at Nosey Road against the London Broncos that knocked the stuffing out of the Saints there. That was a real physical game, that. And I'm afraid Saints couldn't double up the week after, and the Pie Eaters knocked the stuffing out of us. But the Tigers still in the lead, 18 points to 12. And counting. Great tackling there on Sykes, back on the field. And Cass put the ball deep. Arnold out on a limb, drives it in well. 3 tacklers in there, Critchley, one of them. Now with Sullivan. Trying a goal for the Saints here, and then the old drop goal will come into effect, won't it? If the scores are all tied, that's if we get that far. Perolini, the man, driving it upfield. The spectators, both sets of spectators getting behind the charges. Derek McBee. Sean Long on the short side. Once again, the Tigers' defence, which has been virtually superb this evening. The high ball, not the best of kicks. Still on the 6th tackle. Well, he's offside, that man there. But Saints keep it going. Hammond grubbers it through. Flowers takes it. Hammond takes him. Chris Smith, speed merchant from the dummy half position. Perolini wraps him up. What a game, what a semi-final. Sykes backs into the defence. Cunningham and Hunt bring him to earth. The Tigers move it right. Drop-off ball on the opposite diagonal. Saints urge to get back onside. Castleford playing quickly. The play of the ball has been superb by the Tigers. Well, that looked a forward pass on the far side, but it was tidied up and players allowed to go on. Good handling. Great work by the Tigers. Well, that should have been a try all the way. Bad pass on with the line of begging. And that would have tidied it up for him. Pickermans comes away with it. Paul Newlove. Not had a lot of space this evening. In fact, Stuart Raper's tactical assessment of the Saints play has been superb, hasn't it? He's covered more or less all the angles. Cunningham, after a great drive by Perolini, and it's Cunningham, he's still going. The Saints within sniffing distance, 15 metres of the Castleford line, 25 metres I should say. As Sean Long puts it high. Will Castleford make a boo-boo? Well, that's offside. That is offside. Well, he's not given offside, he's given knock-on. And he's given head and feed to the Saints. I thought the Castleford man was in an offside position. Referee Conley thought different. He's the man in charge. Substitution there. Tutor coming back on, is it? And going in the front row. Saints out to the scrum. Drive it downfield. Drop off ball to Anthony Stewart. Saints now bunching a little bit. It's now with Chris Joint. Quick play of the ball. Well, an infringement there. Castleford penalised. I don't think Saints will take the 2. Or will they? There's 12 minutes remaining. Yes, they are going to take the 2. They've got to kick this quickly. Then kick off, give Castleford possession back. And with 12 minutes remaining and 4 points separating the sides, anything could happen. Sean Long. This will be his 3rd of the evening. It is. And then we go back to that 12th minute try by Vowles that went unconverted by Brad Davis. Are those 2 points going to be crucial as we approach the last 10 minutes of the game? (18-14) the score in favour of the Tigers. Put those tickets on hold for next Sunday, Phil. Yeah, I just sold them to a tout. Sykes driving it forward. Tutor. Instrumental force in this Castleford pack. Once again, the Tigers get into Saints territory. They lead by 4. They're moving it well. Oh, good move over to that right-hand wing. Superb tackling by Joint and Newlove. Forward with the tactical kicking. Finds touch on the 20. Scrum down 20 metres in. St Edmundsfield. 10 minutes to go. Lots of tired, battered and bruised bodies there. Sean Long from the base of the scrum. Danny Arnold linking up, making the extra man. Saints are going to play it quickly. Drive it downfield. Morley runs out wide. Speculating pass. Saints all bunched in the middle there. And that just won't do at all. They're not going to make any headway that way. Pickermans. Saints move it left. Derek McVie. McVie again. Couldn't just squeeze it out to Newlove, who's well wrapped up there. Liddon, one of the tacklers in. Sean Long puts it high. Stewart and Hunter chasing it. Oh, great take that is. Chris Smith comes away with it. Super work from Chris Smith. Gay from the acting half-back position. Now the Tigers on the attack. Forward, taken by Hammond. What an exciting game. 8 minutes remaining. Castleford spectators are rallying their troops as Alan Hunt completes the tackle. Great work there, Danny Orr taken. Sykes attacked in half. Cass bring it on the short side again. They've got to be wrapped up. Tutor's the man. They can't afford to let him squeeze the ball out. The Tigers are running hot. Well, they put the ball down. Can Saints get the loose ball? They can. Is it Cunningham that has it? No, it's Anthony Sullivan on the far side. He hasn't got it either. The ball's been knocked forward. Head and feet to the Saints. Just inside Saints territory. 7 minutes and counting. Plenty of tight bottoms around this arena. Clenched cheeks and all that sort of stuff. Yes, you're not joking there, Phil. Newlove. Can the big man explode? Saints looking to squeeze the ball out. Hunt at dummy half. Morley, head down, drives it in. Converted try sees Saints in the lead for the first time. Trailing by 10 at one stage and then by 16. 6 minutes inside the second half. They're clawing the way back. Can they make it count? McVie puts it out there to Sullivan. Sullivan, the wingman, inside to Long. Long's goal is in for a try. Deary me, it's under the sticks. Long puts Saints on level terms, and he's gonna put Saints in the lead, isn't he? 33 minutes gone. The Saints faithful erupt, but it's the big Aussie there. Derek McVie took the ball on the short side. Then it came inside to Sullivan. Sullivan came through, slipped it out to Long, backing up, and Long, with that bit of brilliance, weaved his way through, went in for the Saints' third try. And my word, you certainly need your heart tablets, don't you? Or a bit of Valium as well, or something to make you calm after. 5 minutes to the final hooter. Sean Long for the lead for the first time. 20 points to 18. The Tigers, can they respond? Long again, probably will be named as the man of the match. Influential part. And the rivalry between these sets of spectators. The cast spectators just being let know that they're not singing anymore, and you can't blame them either. I mean, it's the first time we've heard Saints really respond. They've tried to lift the side. The side haven't responded to them. They now lead by 20 points to 18. We're 5 minutes from the final hooter. As Cass move it out wide, defence is going to be paramount for the Saints now. Well, Schick puts it down. Is it Schick? No, it's Lee Harland, I beg your pardon. Puts it down there under no pressure. An unforced error by the Tigers. Saints now, can they respond in kind from this scrum feed, head and feed, just inside Cass territory. As Saints move it out, Newlove. Another try and a goal, obviously, and the Yorkshire men are sunk as Simon Booth comes on for the last few minutes. Chris Joynt, the captain. And Saints certainly with one foot on the coach towards the trip to Old Trafford a week of Sunday. But it's not over until it's over, so they say. Cunningham for the line, 5 metres short and counting. Anthony Stewart turns it inside. Long chips it through. Is it offside? Is it knocked on? It's been knocked down by a Castleford player. It's head and feed to the Saints. Liddon it was, I think, that just touched it. Long chipped it through, a little speculator. And now Saints with a platform to build on, 10 metres short. They move it left, Hammond, return pass, inside ball to Newlove. The big man, oh, he's in! Has he touched down? The referee's right there. Has the referee pointed to the spot? He has. Well, it's good night from him and it's good night from us. Saints are there at Old Trafford a week of Sunday. 3 minutes from the final hooter and Paul Newlove seals it for the Saints. But what a hard battle. And I didn't think we'd come through it. I've been saying all week, I thought these Castleford Tigers, they couldn't withstand the pressure of beating Halifax, them beating Bradford. I didn't think they'd have the pace tonight, but they proved me wrong. There was 18 points to 2 up after 46 minutes of the game. But Saints have clawed back, gradually clawed back. And Newlove in for the try makes it 24 points to 8. And the Sean Long conversion will make it 26-18 and out of harm's way. And what a relief, my oh my. Long with the conversion, that's it, lick 'em and stick 'em. 26-18, get another G&T down your neck, Morgie. That's it, it'll relieve the pressure. Get some of the old amber falling down liquid. Your head won't be right in the morning. But Castleford, unlucky. Sean McRae's men come through with a disciplined display in the second half after an ill-disciplined display in the first 40. Steadman taken down by Hunt in the final minute of normal time, and we've not had much stoppage time, have we? 26-18. Now, as I was saying last year when London came here and they knocked the stuffing out of the Saints, even though Saints won, they went to Old Trafford and couldn't stand the pace. Oh, it's interception there. Newlove in for his second in the space of 2 minutes. Cass with the speculator, but Newlove in for the try, and it makes it look a little easier than it has been, doesn't it? But I suppose that's a class side that can come back. We've done well, really. I thought it was dead and buried. Good luck in the final, Saints. It says there, you can get the banner out now. It's only come out about 5 minutes from the final hooter when Newlove went in, well, Long went in for the try, I should say. He goaled it out, put us in the lead. But this will make it 32-18. There's a game on Sunday that's not going to be easy, is it? The El Pie Eaters against the Sheffield Eagles. And can the Sheffield Eagles come and whack the Pie Eaters? They're just hitting a bit of form, Wigan. They're coming into a great vein of form. And Sheffield Eagles with a great win under the belt against the London Broncos are certainly up for it. But there's Sean Long, he's happy. He scored 6 goals this afternoon. The Saints have come up with 5 tries, trailing by 12 points to 2 at half-time, and then 18-2 after 6 minutes in the second half. But what a character from the Saints side. Castleford Tigers must be bitterly disappointed. Handshakes all round, they're all friends after, they all have a pint. But they must be bitterly disappointed, as must Stuart Raper, especially coming through the preliminary round, then the first round last week, a great win against Bradford. But it started off in the 9th minute. Carl Hammond with a try, Long converted it, Saints were clawing back, 18-8. Chris Morley went in the 22nd minute, 18-12. Sean Long with a penalty goal right in front of the sticks, 18-14, and the Saints are getting also closer. Then Long with an individual try, converted it himself, put him in the lead for the first time at 20 points to 18, with 7 minutes of the game remaining. And then 2 tries from Newlove, the most costly player in rugby league. 2 tries in 2 minutes, the 37th and the 39th minute. Long converted them. The scoreline looks easy, 32 points to 18, but it's far from that. Saints march on to a meeting at Old Trafford a week on Sunday against either the Pie Eaters or Sheffield. You've been with Micron, join us again, let's get on the throat spray. But the Saints win here tonight at Nosey Road. A great game, a great show of strength of character for Sean McRae's men. 32-18 the final score. Sorry Mick, better luck next time. Get another G&T down your neck. And it's good night from him and it's good night from me.